He's not got dollars, so he doesn't acknowledge us.
I will tell you.
Okay, thank you. Davi, how are you? Johnny,
yes, brother.
the limping Joe. What is it?
Big win. May the angels lead you to paradise. May the mothers come to welcome you and take you to the holy city. And you will see that is may the angels lead you to paradise. May the mothers
Let me bring you. Okay. Much away. Driver. Chief driver.
Dear people of God, before we go our separate ways, let us seek leave of our brother John. May our farewell express our affection for him. May it ease our sadness and strengthen our hope. One day we shall joyfully meet him again when the love of Christ, which conquers all things, destroys the enemy itself.
Yes, yeah, don't worry. I'll work it. He's in fact from America.
Auntie Maggie.
How do I start? But I have to. I think I was the last person to write my tribute because I couldn't believe there were no many of us in flesh. I'll try and keep it short because our time spent as father and son will probably require a whole. Mr. B, you are my best friend. My gossip partner and my support system. You raised us to be humble, truthful, and not to be judgmental. Thank you for those attributes. Your humility knew no bounds. I remember one week, day morning, somewhere in the 19th, you asked me to accompany you to buy some goods from Tulako. When we got there, we got down from the car to negotiate with the seller. You were well dressed in an all-white shirt, trousers, and as usual, your perfume was on point. Yet, you put your arms around the guy, walked for about a minute, and sealed the deal. That for me was a defining moment in my life. Without telling me to be humble, you showed it right in front of me. Thank you. The favorite player when I was growing up had Elton John, classical music, Kenny G's, always playing through the speakers. Our favorite Elton John from Daniel always played in my head whenever I remember our times. Even though you dislike blasphemy things, even though you like blasphemy things, you did them so well. So sometimes I ask you, why do you like doing things blasphemy? And you always said, but if I do it, Kenny, what would I use the rest of the time to do? And fortunately, I've taken those attributes. You departed 3 days before I was sworn into Parliament as an MP. But I know you waited for me to win the elections before departing. Thank you so much for your consistent prayers and protection. On the 3rd of January, when you called several times to ask if indeed I was coming to visit you, I never thought that would be the last face-to-face conversations. Our 30-minute talk was a bit unusual, but insightful. Your advice about politics, farming, business, and family was very deep. I was told 20 minutes after I left the house that you are collapsed and not being responsible. Your favorite saying was, all die because of I. As you close your eyes today, I just want to let you know that I miss you and I love you. My love to mommy, we miss you both. Mr. B, Uncle Nat, and I told Daddy, Fokujo, Bocha, Nikenko, Edemene, Nyakode. Thank you.
That was a tribute from the children, Della, Anifa, and John. If you are just joining us, we welcome you. We are gradually drawing down the curtain of the pre-burial program. If you are just joining us and would like to file pass and pay your last respect, you may do so. We've come to where we will listen to the life story of the Shmondi Deputy Minister for Food and Agriculture. Please, if you join us, we are in the process of filing pass and paying our last respects. If you want to file pass, you are free to do so. Thank you.
It has been funerals back to back since May 2022. We never let it break. From our aunts Helena and Kukwa and Uncle Matthew, both of blessed memory, then Mommy, and now you are dearest Daddy. Just when things are seemingly getting back to normal, tragedy hits, plunging us into another calendar of dark and new days. Friday, the 3rd of January 2025 was no exception, with the news of the passing hitting us at exactly 4:07 p.m. That we had planned a special day of Thanksgiving for the family on Sunday, the 5th of January, coincidentally Mommy's birthday, to thank God for everything and particularly for peace resounding victory by the grace of God Almighty in the just ended 2024 general elections. How could you leave us at such a time, just 4 days away from his inauguration, which we all earnestly look forward to? We had a lot of unfinished business. I'm glad to be over to your call to visit on that Friday, and the fact that I spoke with you twice that day at exactly 9:26 and 3:09, say about an hour before we passed. I keep looking at my phone's call history, waiting for your early morning calls around 7 a.m. with the usual, my darling Ajo, as you often refer to me, checking up on us, gisting me on some small concern and jokes or prompting me to tune into TV3 to watch our favorite politicians on screen. Daddy, we had a wonderful time growing up right from Kumasi Father's Estates, where Mefa and I were born, 10 to 10 26 in the early 80s, and later with Kofi Seto joining us in 1984. One big deal about growing up was a 45-minute, 35-kilometer drive we took every morning to Bicycling International School Continental Park, because the office was conveniently located at Ringwood Central, Airport Ghana Limited, and Mommy's at the set headquarters ministries. As kids, we enjoyed watching the sea lagoons and mangroves along the Accra and Beach Road right from Sapono through the Teshila. We had a lot to talk and write about in school. We were probably the only ones or one of the few sets of kids living in Tema, making such long trips to school together with a couple of Korean kids living in Pontotown who attended GIS. This was an honest task you and Mommy for over 15 solid years did. So we left for boarding school. God bless the people. He wanted the best for us. That he traveled a lot with us to take course in Kepala and Moboy, admiring nature along those two entirely different landscapes, a coastline and mountains as we drove. I remember how he once put the first one telling us that when we got to the atomic breaker century, the car was going to go over the metal arc of the suspension bridge to make it to the other side. Hey, as toddlers, how we were scared to the bone. He took us on official trips to Masita Cardinal and Nigerian. We were very serious and diligent with your work and never able to finish the leave of days given to you, which we were very unhappy about. You were a dedicated family man, having time for all, especially the extended family, but you ensured we spent holidays with our dear auntie Gladys, Bully, and cousins in 1987-88, Christmas and long vacations. We wanted us to experience life in the village among those beautiful mountains and pick up the Sekele language. We were very humorous and taught us interesting words and phrases in Sekele such as Fasianfo, literally meaning you sit down here, an indication of trouble or danger looming, and Kefibichit, meaning praying mantis, Sikibi, meaning chen. You told many interesting stories of your childhood in Norway, Tech, Massey, and of course at Motor School and Milan House. I would need to write a whole book about Newtown. Dear Daddy, you are very prayerful, and I appreciate your silent prayers during the 7 years I waited on board for children. Your encouragement and steadfastness was amazing. You were delighted and thankful to God when the triplets arrived. No wonder you named an outcall John after you, your namesake, who has traits of your childhood. Thank you, Daddy, for everything. God bless you. I have a lot to write, but you know God knows everything. I would miss you. Say hi to Mommy and people I now know. The year, Demi Friday, Le Alabico, Pukono, Bucha.
Will forever remain the darkest day of my life. What a very way to start the new year. My hero, my forever life became an angel. My queen, my Monday born twin. How I will miss you. Who will call me Iron Lady again? Or the Rock again? Did you have to leave us this way? Oh, patron. We had a few days to witness the inauguration ceremony, an event we all planned to attend. As for God, His ways are not our ways. Rest well, Big Dignitaries. Growing up was fun with you. You just blended in well with my friends and gave me the feeling that you always had my back. And you truly had my back. You were the coolest dad ever, no doubt. He was a tough cookie. He was a tough cookie too. He faced life's challenges with courage and grace, never letting them define him. His ability to stay positive, even in the face of adversity, was truly inspiring. A few occasions after man passed, you would look at me and say, "Enough, you are making me miss my wife, because I look so much like her. I miss you both so much. I am consoled by the fact that you are resting peacefully together." Daddy was patient, kind, and generous, disciplined, but as soft as cotton. He had a way of giving advice without making it sound like a lecture. His words were thoughtful and rooted in experience. As I reflect on my dad's life, I can't help but feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude. He wasn't just an amazing father, he was an incredible human being. His love, strength, and wisdom continue to guide me. One of the most important lessons Dan taught me was to find joy in the small everyday moments. He was the family unit and the link between his nieces and nephews, home and abroad. We all had a special bond with Fukutu. He was loved by all. I miss you so much. Have you met Mommy yet? Or Daddy Emma yet? Send my love to them. And continue making them laugh with your rip-backing jokes. You must be smiling now from heaven. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you very much for all you did for us. And others. We will make you proud. Rest well like you, my original Dumelo. I love and miss you dearly, your girl, MFA.